Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you and tell you how to round over corners with a router. This will be a full tutorial, a complete tutorial, so let's get right into the video. As you can see right here, I have this Ryobi router and I have this spare piece of wood. And I'm going to show you how to round over your corners. Now just take a look over here for one quick moment. If you take a look, you can see that this edge of the wood has a nice, sort of like a 90-degree angle on the edge. These edges are sort of rounded off, but we're going to be rounding them off even more. So I'm going to show you not only how to round over the edge, but also the corner where two edges meet, okay? So first and foremost, I'm going to unplug the router while I show you this part. Okay, so I'm going to unplug it just in the name of safety, okay? So you want to get a round over bit. You can see this is the one that I've chosen. There's many different sizes, but you want to get a round over bit. Okay, it's essentially one that will cut sort of like a rounded edge or rounded corner. And you want to position it so that it is basically the cutting blade portion is just past the guideline. That's assuming that obviously you're cutting something flat like this, just straight onto the piece of wood, okay? So, you know, and before I start it up, I put it on the wood and I take a look through the opening here and I see if that cutting edge makes sense, if it lines up sort of perfectly with the wood. You want it to be as close as possible, okay? So once you've done that, before I plug it in, once you've done that, you want to essentially turn your router on. You're going to position it and you're going to sort of slowly bring the cutting blade against the wood. And I'll try and give you a better view from the side when I start. And then you're going to go along one edge over here, and then you're going to go along your other edge over here as well. It's just a small scrap piece of wood, so I'm not going to be able to do a long rounded corner, but I will be able to do a short rounded corner. So let's get into the actual demonstration now that I've explained it. I've plugged it back in. A little trick for your extension cord not to get unplugged. I'll show you just a quick little trick. I figured I'll show you. I've done a separate video on this and it's pretty much common sense at this point, but I'll show you anyways in case you don't know. My dad taught me this trick. He still uses it to this day. Essentially get both cords together and then you want to tie them in a quick loop like that, just like that, and then basically they cannot come unplugged from each other, okay? You have to manually unplug it. It won't pull apart from each other, okay? So now we're going to plug this back in just like that, okay? And I'm going to turn the router on. It's going to get quite loud, but let me give you a little bit of a better view. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. Turn the router on carefully. I'm going to bring the cutting edge in, do this edge right here, and then do this right here, and I'll show you what it looks like at the end. Take note of this 90-degree angle right now, and let's start this up, okay? And like I said, my cutting blade has already been positioned and it's tightened appropriately and blah blah blah. So we're going to turn it on and I'm going to sort of stop talking because it will be quite loud. All right, so as you can see right over here, I'll give you a better view. Let me just make sure that this is in place, and I'm going to unplug it once again. Whenever I'm not using a router, I always unplug it, just for in the name of safety, especially like a portable one like that. But as you can see right over here, I'll turn the wood towards you. You can see that I rounded over this edge over here. This edge was already rounded over, but where I did, it rounded over a little bit more, and then I got a nice rounded over corner, okay? Now, this piece of wood, unfortunately, is a little bit chipped, so the corner does not look perfect in terms of it being rounded over, but you know, if it wasn't chipped, it would look good. Also, if you really want a rounded over corner, then you could also do this edge over here. So if you really want a rounded over corner completely as round as possible, you want to do all three of the edges that meet that corner. So, you know, I'm not going to flip the wood and do it now, but I just explained I would follow the same process that I did with this edge and this edge, but for this edge as well. And then I would create a perfectly rounded corner, because then this little piece that's not rounded over here would become round. But yeah, that's basically it. That is how to round over corners. There are some additional tips with regards to using a router, but you know, I'm assuming that you already have some experience using one. If not, you want to go look up a basic router tutorial before you go into something like this. That's it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.